everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here and you popped over to see what I am up to. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Janny and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. Of course, on this channel you will find lots and lots of seasonal decor DIYs and daily decor DIYs. If you like this content and you're not subscribed to my channel, of course I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and hit the bell so you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. Of course I keep it short, but if you want to see more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for our DIY channel, so go check it out. Enough talking, we are going to start a brand new DIY. For our DIYs, we need, of course, our tumbling tile blocks. We need some wood glue. At least if you use wood glue, you can also use your glue gun and some glue sticks. Of course, I have some paint. Use paint at your choice. I always have an old piece of kitchen towel wet, so I can wipe away the glue. I have some markers, some scissors, some cutters, and of course some brushes. These are a little bit of the main pieces we need. Of course, little pieces will be later, but that can be a little bit of greenery or maybe some ribbon. And at least it's, most of the time is something you can choose for yourself. So we are going to do the DIYs. So we are going to make 3 little sleds or sleigh, just how you call it. I just call it how we call it in the Netherlands. We call it sleigh. So I'm going to make 3 sleighs. So I'm going to glue 3 blocks together, very easy, this way and this way. And number 3 will be the closure up, and you see, like this, squeeze it, press it together and this way. And we are going to remove the glue. We're going to place it over here. This is already one bottom. We're going to make a second bottom because we are going to make 3 sleighs. And of course number 2 and number 3 will be the closure up again. Squeeze it, make a straight line so you have a nice cute square. This is already number 2. And now we're going to make a number 3. And of course this is a really brown one. I don't know why he's so brown. You see already, so different kind of wood it is. You never know what you get in your package always. This can be lighter brown, it can be dark, it can be white, it can be this short, it can be this long. Sometimes I wonder, how do they do it when always in every package sizes are different, colors are different. At least because if you use this kind of block in one of your DIYs and you are going to paint it and you have a light color and this is coming through, then you always have one block which is coming out a lot. So be careful with the coloring of your blocks. Like I said, I'm going to remove the glue this way and I'm going to place it over here. Remove the glue over here and of course from this one. And we're going to make our space. You also can do them, place them straight up. Of course, you can also kick them over, but normally they will stand up and like this. Now we are going to make 3 sets of 2. Very easy. Again, this way. We're going to do 1 also on the side, gluing it together this way and squeeze it and press it down. We're going to do here the same, a little line of glue, and this will be number 2 and number 3. Of course, what we also going to do is we're going to need half blocks. So get a couple of your blocks, make a line, of course your measurement, make the half of it and just make a little line and cut them off. And you can even do it with a hand saw, so don't worry about it. If you don't have a jigsaw, just cut them off in halves. We need 6 halves also. So I'm going to get my jigsaw and I'm going to saw them out. Here you see the parts of the top of the sleigh. Of course, our 3 pieces of 3, our 3 pieces of 2. We have our sets of 2 half blocks. And we have 3 full blocks, so it will be very easy. What we're going to do, we're going to place this one down, the one of the 3. We're getting one of the 2, and we are going to glue it on the back side. So again, do some glue over here and place it on the back side, just on top of here. Make sure that you have a nice straight line and this way, and we're going to let this dry. And we take a loose block like this, and we do also a little glue line, and we're going to place it on the front over here. Very easy also. Make a straight line and squeeze and press it down, and make sure that you have it straight on each side, and feel just with your fingers if you have it straight. I'm also going to do this one on this side because I still need to remove it, and this way. And now I'm going to let this dry in for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to wipe away the glue. So here are already the 3 bases. What we're going to do, we're going to take a half block. We are going to do some glue on this side and on a corner of the top side, and then we're going to very easy place it against the back side of the one with the 2-piece high. Of course, we're going to do one on this side, a little on this side, and we're going to place it again over here, and make sure again that you have a straight line, and this way. And we're going to do the other one a little bit faster. So you see already we have already 3 of our little tops of our sleigh. What we are missing right now is, of course, we need some glue on the ending. So over here a very thin line, and glue it on the ending in a straight line. And this has to be, of course, also in a straight line. Take your time for it because you won't be able to redo it again if everything dries up. So again, I have to make sure that I have it in a nice line like this. This is already one, and now I'm going to go also for a little glue on this side. Very easy, a little line, and I'm going to place this one on top of here. And again, we're going to give it a little pressure, and we make the line again. I sound like a record. I really am sorry, but I really sound like a record. Like this. And we're going to let this dry in. Already we have already the tops of our sleigh, and we need, of course, the underpiece, the like we call here the ijzers. So of course I'm going to make them from this kind of blocks. So you need 3 blocks, and you have to saw them in half. So just measure out the half, get your pencil and just do the half in over here and just cut it off, and do that 3 times because you need 2 of each time. And of course you need again 3 blocks, and again also do this one in half, but again also in another half. So you do very easy, you do 3 blocks, this one in half, this one in half, this one in half, and then all of them again in half. So you have 6 half pieces. You don't need all 6 of them, but you need I say 6 of them. Of course you need 8 of them. If I am correctly, you need 2 for this, 2 for this. No, you need 6. Sorry. I already thought I had 4 sleighs, but of course we have the 3. So again, half, 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 and this one in half. And then you already have enough. And what we're going to do, and this 3 is only in half. So, and then you are having what you need for the underside. And here you see exactly what I mean. I have here my 2 half, and I have here my 6 half from the 3 blocks we used. 2 of this, 2 of this. What we're going to do, we are going to get one of them and we're going to glue them on top of each other, but make sure that you look at which side make a straight line, because you did them with a handsaw or with a jigsaw, so always there is some sides which are not always even. So make sure like this and just go measure out which one is fitting the best for you. So, and that you do with all 6 of them. So you see, all 3 of them are almost dried up, at least dried in. I always say when you have it over one night, then everything is totally dried. But for now, you can work with it. I'm going to paint this 6 of them. I'm going to paint in the black color, but you can also do it in the gray color. Maybe it's also a little bit like the irons under it. It's always gray or black. So choose any color you like. I'm going for black. And of course, I told you how I would do my irons, but of course I totally forgot. I do my sleighs in the sand color, sandix color. At least I am going to do all 3 of them, but you can choose red, you can choose black, green, do whatever you think is right. Maybe you spray paint them in the gold color if you are more like a glam lady. So just do whatever you think is right. I'm going to go, like I said, for the little bit lighter. The wood is still coming through, so it's a little bit lighter, a little bit of white. So I always love this color. At least the last period I liked it a lot. So I have a lot of them in my home with black and with the neutral tones. So I'm going to paint this one. So the top is in the sanding color, and now I'm going to do this one in the black schoolboy paint. Very easy, just give a nice little layer, and that's the greatest about this kind of paint. It's always covering in one time, so this is always the greatest, I say. And with this one you always can see a little bit of the wood through, and I also like for the tops that you can still see that it is made from a wood. So I'm going to do this one also a little faster. You see already I have all 6 iron pieces over here, and I'm going to take one sleigh. I'm going to lay it over here. I'm going to take 2 of this one, and I'm going to do some glue under here, not totally, only in the piece in the middle. And I'm going to place it, I think a little bit over here this way. Just make sure that you have a straight line. I'm going to do a little piece of glue here in the middle, because we don't need the whole piece to dry. And then we have to try to get the same length like we did with the other one. So I hope that I have it on the same spot, because that's always a better sight to see. So again, and we're going to let this dry in, and we're going to do the other one also. So my sleighs are drying. For everyone who uses the smaller blocks, I would go for 4 this way. I would go for 2 high, the same like I did over here, and 1 high over here. And again the same like we did with the other one. Place 1 over here, place 1 over here, and again cut a couple of them in half. And you're going to do a 1 half here, 1 half here, and then you will see you have them a little bit smaller, but they are still very cute little sleighs. And of course also for the irons, just in half, the same like we did with the bigger one, and glue 2 of them together, not 1.5, but exactly 2. So just cut them in half, glue them together, and do this one also in half and glue them together. And you can place them easily, the same like I did with mine under here. Very easy. So this is when you have the little smaller blocks. And you see how our little sleighs turned out. And I'm so happy with the end result. And so cute for in your Christmas tree. Of course, I'm going to do a little hanger over here. But normally I would go do on the other side, underside, I would do a wasp pin. And then I'm going to stick it inside of my tree. I think that's, for me, it would be nicer than just doing a hanger. Of course, I will show you a hanger, because I'm going to get this kind of little eyes. I think you already everyone knows this kind of hangers, and I'm going to do a little piece of red ribbon on it, and I'm going to try to get it on the top of our, but we don't know if this will stay, so this takes a little bit of time, but of course you will see. You will see when it's done. So you see I did the ring on top for the ribbon, and I'm going to get my chalkboard paint again, and I'm going to paint it in the black color because I like that color a little bit better on top of my ring. Be careful that you don't mess your, of course, your sleigh, but of course if you do it with a little pencil it's easy to do. So and of course you also can buy black ones, and you don't have to paint them. So I'm going to give them a nice black color, and I'm going to do a piece of a ribbon through it. So you see, this is how he is looking like right now. And I did not the red velvet ribbon, I did the black because I found these 3 little cute little gnomes, and they were only 99 cents. So it's similar like a dollar. So I am so happy, and if I am correctly, they are fitting very nicely inside of our sleigh. So if everything is correct, I can place him inside. Of course, I have to work a little bit with it because there's some rust under in his body on the underside, and we're just going to work with it, go over his beard, over the sleigh, because I will show it to you in a moment. Have a little patience. I will, and you see how cute is this. And you see, now you can hang him, and of course, like I said, I will do a wasp pin under it, and then you can just stick it out. And he is so cute sitting on his sleigh. And I'm really happy how the sleigh turned out. And of course I have 3 of them. So in each sleigh there will be one. In a moment you see the quick impression of this 3 ornaments. And here you see a quick impression of our tumbling tile blocks, little sleighs you can use as ornament, but you also can use them like little stands in your home. And they were so easy to make, so I hope you give it a try. For our next ornament DIYs, we need, of course, our tumbling tile blocks, a piece of ribbon. You can choose the black, the red. I would choose for small ribbon. Of course, I have 2 little figurines. This will be a little snowman, and this will be some wooden, and this will be a tree. Of course, we need some wood glue, some scissors, some cutters, some brushes, and of course I have a green color paint, and you can choose any color of course you like. If you use your glue gun, of course you need your glue gun and your glue sticks, and of course always an old piece of towel which is wet to wipe away the glue we don't need. So these are the main pieces what we need for this DIY. Before I'm going to make my frame for our ornament, I'm first going to paint this too in the green color. Of course, you also can use 2 bottle brush trees to decorate with. You don't need the wooden pieces. I just ran into them, so I'm really happy that I found them. And these 2 little snowmen. Of course, I'm going to make the head in the black color and the rest in the white. So very easy, but I'm going to start with the green, and I'm going to use this a little bit of the darker green color. So it's very easy. I'm just going to go and make it green. It doesn't cover, I think not totally, but I always love that the wood is still coming through a little bit. So I'm first going to do the tops, and then I'm going to let it dry and do the other side. So very easy, just wipe it over, and you have already, it is a very nice dark green color. And you see already I have my trees in the green color, and now I'm going to get my white, and I'm going to do the underside of our snowman first before I'm going to do the head in the black. So very easy, just go to over here, and I'm going to do this. But of course, if you have little snowmans and you have them which is fitting in the frame, it's also fine too, because later we're going to make a kind of a window, a kind of a frame for the little snowman. So very easy, I'm going to paint both of them and going to let them dry. Of course, my snowman and my tree are drying, but of course, if you just have other figurines and you don't have to wait on the painting, you're already fit to go for making our frame. What we're going to do, we're going to make first the bottom and we're going to do a little glue. We glue this one together and we already squeeze it, press it down and get our old towel and wipe the glue away. This is already the one. Now we're going to do again two against each other for the sides. This is already one, and we're going to make another one, and this is all for one side. Again, squeeze them together, press it like this, and of course also this way. Make sure that you have a straight line again, and this way we're going to wipe away the glue, and of course this one. And if you are making this frame, and of course that means also for our sleigh we just made, if you are going to put it in some wax, first I'm going to tell you, just before you're going to do it in some wax, sand it first with a sanding paper or maybe with some sander, but be sure that you sand it first, because or else you get spots from your wood glue on top of it, and that is not what you want. So be careful with that, but if you paint it, you don't have to. Now I'm going to do some glue on this side of the top, and I'm going to squeeze them and make a nice line. And now we already have one of our sides of our frame. We're going to lay it over here. We're going to make another one. We're going to make the top, and the top is also very easy. Just glue two together this way, squeeze it, press it down, wipe away. This is already a number 2 of the bottom and the top, and we're now going to do the other side. We're going to do this one, squeeze it like this, and we're going to do here the same. Place them together, squeeze it, and again wipe the glue away so you don't get one big mess like I most of the time have. So don't do it just like me. As you already, he's just going offline. He is not having much fun to glue. And of course I'm going to do some glue on this side, and we are going to place them together this way, squeeze it, press it down, and we're going to let this dry in for a couple of minutes. So I did let them dry in for a couple of minutes. They are not totally dry yet, so be a little bit careful. What we're going to do, I'm going to place one over here, one over here. And what we're going to do, we're going to do some glue on this side. And we're going to do it on this side. We place it down. We're going to do some glue on this side. And again, also on this side. Place it in. And what we're going to do, we're going to do this one against here. You do this one against here, and we're going to close it up with this one, so we get a nice square. And just work a little bit with it, go a little bit outside, so you get a nice setting for your block, because it's not totally a square, it's a little bit off the square. So like this, and we're going to let this dry in. So in the meantime, while this frame is drying, I'm going to make, of course, also a second one, because we need two ornaments. We're going to make 2 ornaments from this series. Most of the time I do 3, but for this one I have 2, because I am not thinking I'm going to do them in my tree, but I'm going to place them somewhere else in my home, but you can use them as ornaments. So again, I'm going to glue this one together. This already 2, and again, it's just very easy. Just make 6 of 2, and then 2 of them you glue together. It's so easy to do. And squeeze it, and the last, and we're going to closing it up with this one. Again, squeeze it, press it down. Very easy, and I'll show you in a moment for everyone who is using the smaller blocks. I'm going to show you how you can make this one with the smaller blocks, but I think this is so easy to do. Of course, I'm going to do this over here, and we're going to place this one together, squeeze it, press it down, and this is already one. And we're going to do for the other side of our frame. Again, squeeze it, press it down. And again, we wipe away our glue and we're going to let this rest also for a couple of minutes. So again, we're going to place this one over here. We're going to place this one over here and this one over here. We're going to do some glue on this side, very lightly, and a little bit on this side. We're going to do the same on the bottom over here, and we're going to place it in over here and this one over here, and we're closing it up with the other one. Squeeze it and just work a little bit with it so you get a nice straight frame like this, and we're going to let this dry. Now I will show you, for everyone who uses the smaller blocks, I would go for 3 like this, double 3. So this will be the bottom. Of course you do also a double 3 for the top. Of course the top and the bottom will be 3. Then you go for 3 on this side, and you're also going to do that 3 high. So very this is 1, 2, 3, and then again you get the same like you have here the bottom, you get the top, and you get 1, 2, 3 high, the same like we have. So very easy, just 1 above and just glue everything together. You have 3 high, and then you have enough space to decorate it any way you like. You can do some pieces of greenery over here. You can do a little butterbrush tree over here. You can do maybe some candy cane. You can do anything you like. Maybe a little gingerbread inside of here. You get all those kind of figurines you can buy. So this is a very nice size to place something in, and you really can make your own ornament. And it's so much fun to do. And it's, like I said, it's always unique because no one else has it. So of course this was very easy. 3, 3 and 3 high, and of course 3 wide. So, and the rest you will see in a moment. So this is, of course, the frame is almost dried in, but of course, like I always say, it's not totally dry, so always be careful. What we're going to do, we're going to glue 2 blocks together, very easy. On the tops, do a little bit of glue, and we're going to place them together this way, squeeze it and press it down. We're going to make 4 of them because we need 2 for this and 2 for this one. Again, just a little drop, and again squeeze them together this way, and another one. And of course, if there's someone who doesn't like to do this step by step, I am so sorry to say then, but maybe then this channel is not for you, because I always love to show everyone to do it step by step, and I make the mistake so you don't have to make them anymore, because most of the time I don't really have a clue how my DIYs turned out, because this one also I have really no idea if this will look or not. So if you like a fast DIY, so quickly, that's not me. So of course, I hope you still enjoy it, but if you don't, I understand it also. So if you go for a little bit quicker than this. So we have 4 pieces, what we also have, and we have again 4 loose blocks, because we need 4 loose blocks also. So what we're going to do some glue. We place this on the side, we do some glue on this one. And don't do it totally to the end, just on each side a little open. We're going to place it in the middle of our frame. So be sure that you have it in the middle. Squeeze it, press it down this way. And hope you have a straight line. Make sure with your fingers, feel it. And of course, we're going to do this one on the side. So we always do one side first, not totally to the end. And of course, I'm going to lay it down. And this way, make sure we have a nice straight line. And of course, look on the top if you have it on the place you want to have it. Of course, this is also fine. So we're going to let this dry in for a moment, and then we're going to do the other side. So this side is dried up. We are going to go now for the other side. Look for it before you glue it, if you have the right side which is fitting the best, because not the blocks are all the same. So again, place it on top. Make sure that you have a straight line again. I sometimes sound like a racket. I'm sorry. I hear myself saying it, but of course I only want that you at the end you have a nice DIY also. So don't mind me. Just don't listen to it. middle, so like this, and I'm going to do some glue, you see, over here and this way, and I'm going to squeeze it and press it down, and we're going to let this dry in also for a couple of minutes. So you see already our 2 frames are drying over here. We're going to take 2 blocks. We're going to take a half block, so just saw one of the blocks in half. We're going to do some glue, very easy, because we want to make it even a little bit more uniquer than it is already. It's a little top. Over here, we're going to place this one in the middle. Make sure that you squeeze it and press it down, and like this. And look that you have it very easy in the middle. And now we're going to do a little drop on top, and we're going to do a normal block again on top, and again squeeze it, press it down, and lay them beside. Now you can measure out a little bit better where you want to have your, you see, this is how he will look like this. So, and we're going to make another one, very easy again, a little drop over here. We're going to place this one again in the middle, squeeze it, and again a drop over here, and we're going to place this one, squeeze it down, place it on the side, make sure that we have a nice straight line, and look if you have to making it in the same line again, like this. And we're going to let this dry in. And of course the sides, when you use the smaller blocks, you have your sides are 3 wide. Then I would go for the size I did with this one. I would go for 2 blocks and just place them also in the middle like this. Then you also get a nice side on your smaller blocks. And for the tops, of course, yours is 3 high. This is your top of your, and you of course you see the sides of this one. This way, this is what the sides you see. I would go for, I think 2 by 2. Again, this way would make the top, and I would go for an 1 block in the middle, or maybe even 2 blocks in the middle, just what you think is uniquer. You can do it just this way, and then again do 4 on top. Very easy, make 4 blocks like this, and place this one, so very the same. You have, this is your top normally from your, because you have 2 by 3, and of course you do 2 blocks, you place 2 blocks on top of here, and you do 2 again of here, and then you get a little bit, I hope I can show it to you, that not everything is falling apart. You see, this is a little bit, now you get the same idea I have with the bigger block. So very easy, like I said, 2, 2, glue them together, 2 in the middle, 2, 2, glue together, and on top. And you have the same idea I have over here for your smaller blocks. So it's also very easy to make. So our tops are dried in for a little moment. What we're going to do, we're going to place them over here. We do some glue in the middle, very easy. And we're going to place it exactly in the middle where we want to have it, over here. And we're going to do on this one the same. And we're going to place it in the middle again. Of course, I have to work with it because this one was really offline. It was not totally in the middle. Of course, we are going to let this dry in also for a couple of minutes again. And if there comes a little bit of glue out of your space, just again go over it with a wet brush and just go align it and make sure that you wipe it away and you don't move your piece, because you see already he's very lightly on top of here, and this one also. I have here 2 wooden beads, and I'm going to use for the top 2 wooden beads. I think I did with my I also made the little sleighs, and I did with some of course a little hook on top of it, but you also can use a little wooden bead. So you don't have to use, if you don't have that kind of things laying around and you have wooden beads, just do them on top and you have the same. You only have to try in a little to get your ribbon inside. So that's what the first thing what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my scissor, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to go inside of the bead and turn it around. And I also do this on the other side to make sure, because wooden beads are not always the same. And this way And I'm going to do with this one to make the holes a little bit better. And we're going to do it for the other one. And just squeeze them open. And I'm going to think for this one, I'm going to take also the black ribbon or maybe the red ribbon. I am still debating. You see in a moment if I choose the red or the, or the black. And before we go further to the rest of our DIYs, I have to tell you that this video is part of a beautiful get-together which is called For the Love of Christmas. This get-together is hosted by the beautiful Brenda from Rustic Lace and DIY, the beautiful Shantell from Crafty Hints, and the beautiful Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. Of course, I will place a link down below in my description box for the playlist, and of course I also place links down below of course in my description box for the 3 beautiful ladies the channels, so go check it out, you won't be sorry. For now, let's go further with the rest of our DIYs. So you saw already how easy the ribbon was going through my little bead, because you always do, when you do with your scissors, you make the opening a little nicer to get through. So we have 2 pieces already for gluing, but before we're going to glue them on top, we are going to give the 2 little stands of ornaments. You can use them in both ways. We can give them one coat of my sand color, but you can color any way you like. Of course, for everyone who enjoys it, I don't do it, but on the other side you also can do, if you like to finish it off more, you can do 1 block over here, and then you get also a kind of different way. So you can do endless ways the way you want it, so use your imagination. I'm going to paint them in the sand color, so I just give it a little light over with my sand color, because I don't want to have it very much in the paint. So I'm going to do always a little layer. But of course, take the color which is fitting for your decor. Maybe you can spray paint it if you're more like a glam person who likes maybe shiny gold or shiny silver. You can also give it a nice coat. And that's also with some bottle brush trees. If you don't like the green ones, just take them outside, spray paint them in the gold, rose gold or maybe silver, and you always have your own little bottle brush trees which is fitting for your decor. So don't encourage yourself. If the color is not right for you, just make it right for yourself. So I'm going to finish this off, and then we're going to glue the bead on top. So you see, I placed you a little bit lower. You see, I did the bead on top, and of course what we're going to do, I'm going to get some a little kind of a tree, at least that looks like a tree. I'm going to glue it inside, and of course also in the other one. And we're just going to give it a little bit of decoration, not too much, because I want to leave it a little bit, yeah, not totally neutral, but I don't want to decorate it too much. So I'm going to place this one over here in the middle and make sure I'm going to squeeze it down. And we're going to, I have to get it a little offline this way. And now I'm going to do with this one the same. And again, I'm going to place them in the middle and make sure that you have it a little off the line. And you see, now both of them are inside. And of course, I'm going to squeeze it, press it down. I'm going to get my little snowman. Of course, I'm going to do some, and I don't give it eyes or something, buttons or something else, because I want to that you can see it on both ways the same way. So, and I'm going to place this one beside it. Very easy. And again, squeeze it and press it down this way. And I'm going to do on the other one the same. I'm going to do a little drop of glue, and I'm going to place this one also next to it. So we have the same over here and the same over here. You see already? And we can let this dry in a couple of minutes, and then we're going to give it some greenery, but you can decorate it any way you like. So I get some couple of, I have of course a piece of greenery, and I always take it apart. I have here the little smaller ones, and I'm going to cut off a little piece on the underside. And I'm going to check out how long I want to have it. I think I'm going to, because it's not too big, so I think I'm going for maybe 2 pieces, this one and this one. I have to look for, of course, I'm going to cut off a little piece of this one. And I'm going to place them in between. I think this is more than enough, because or else it will be too full and I don't like it. But of course, if you are crazy about decorating and you like a lot of the decoration is also fine too. I'm going to place this one over here and place it down. And I'm going to do this one a little on top. Of course, a little glue. And again, we're going to squeeze it inside and make sure that you keep it over here and let it dry in. And we're going to turn it over. And of course, we're going to do on the other side the same. We're going to get a smaller one, cut it off. And of course, this one, we're going to cut it off. And we're going to place it. And this is one. And we're going to squeeze it in and this way. And we're going to do it with this one. Again, some glue on the back side. And we're going to squeeze also this one, but the other way around. And again, keep it in place again for a couple of seconds. And then you can do a little bit of berries. I have here also berries from a garland. And I'm going to cut off with a piece of wire so I can stick it in a little bit easier. At least I hope it is a little bit easier sticking in. So again, I'm going to do some glue. You look at me, I'm already doing wood glue on this one. That doesn't work. So again, I'm just doing some glue on the tops. And again, squeeze it inside. And this way. And I'm going to get another one. And do again some glue on the underside. And you're going to squeeze it again over here. And I'm going to do number 3. And I think he's a little bit, I hope I can get it in, but we will see. And or else I have to cut off a little piece, but I'm going to squeeze it in. And this way. Of course, I have to make sure that he is inside. So this is already a one thing, and I'm going to do both of the little stands the same way. So of course, in a moment you see a quick impression. And here you see a quick impression of our tumbling tile blocks ornaments, and I'm so happy how both of them turned out. You also can use them as a stand for in your home and maybe in a tray or tier tray. They are so easy to use. Of course, I hope you give this DIY a chance and make 2 of them for yourself. If you're here and you only love to watch, of course, I hope you had fun watching. And if you're here and you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and tick the bell, because you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. For more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. Hope to see you there. Have an amazing day, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.